And it looks like we are live, boys and girls. Welcome in. How is everybody? Glad to see you all. If you're watching on the replay, I'm glad to see you on the replay as well. So welcome in and let's just get started. I see that we're still gathering people. So, if you're in the room, just, what are you working on? What's in your glass? What's for dinner? That sort of thing. My sister is making a casserole that I think, hey, Crystalline Sky, that I think will be delicious. I'm quite looking forward to it. Um, and let's see, I've got some iced tea, got another glass with some soda in it. Hey, Cami, and hey, roaming with Rover. Rover, remind me, have we met? I have a very poor memory. Um, especially if we might have only met once. Anyway, glad to see you. Let's see what's going on. While we're gathering, I'll just blab a little bit about my normal weekly schedule. Today is Wednesday. We don't have hey, Racine, hey, Gumdrop. What was I going to say? On Wednesdays, I don't have a regular topic or anything. That's why I call it Wednesday Free for All. We just go wherever the spirit leads us. And, sometimes it can lead us in pretty interesting directions. Um, Thursdays, I usually don't post anything. Fridays, it varies. Sometimes it's live, sometimes it's recorded. I call it Formless Friday. Hey, Lisa Nitz. Hey, mobs. Um, so Saturdays, I usually don't post anything. Sundays, I have my poetry readings. Mondays, I have my Monday Men, where I have conversations with men in yarn, and I've met some of the most amazing people that way. And I have some exciting plans for the upcoming weeks with Monday Men. But I'm not going to tell you about it yet. Let's see. I just started doing posts to my community tab. I'm scheduling them one a day, and it's going to be your daily moment of culture. And sometimes it's going to be music, sometimes it's going to be um, well, actually, it's going to be all different kinds of music. Hey, Stephanie, when it's music, but it's also going to be drama. Hey, Left is Right. Hey, Froggy. Um, so I was just talking about something new I'm doing on my community tab where I just link other people's YouTube videos. And okay, Crystal, hurry back. Um, um, and I called it your daily moment of culture. Hey, Timmy Ray. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Brett. I don't believe I've seen you in here. I've seen you in other people's rooms, but I'm really glad to see you now. Uh, or maybe I have seen you in here. I have a mind like a sieve. Um, I don't know. I can never remember things. So, so I was just talking about my normal weekly schedule and something I've just started to add to my community tab. I'm also going to look into ways to reach out to members of the channel, people who join, because I haven't really been doing enough there. Um, hey Maureen, hey Maribel, hey Roberta. Um, so yeah, got some big plans. I think my winter, whatever happens every winter. Hey Joanne, hey Jeannie Terranova, and Joyce. Did I say hello, Joyce? I can't remember. But anyway, so I think whatever happens to me every winter must be over because, like, I had three new ideas today. I have three whips going, one of which is another new idea. Hey, Aussie Sandy and Gracie Canales. Um, so I'm feeling creative again. And for some reason, YouTube keeps um, giving me all of these motivational videos, and I watch them and I learn, you know, because we're our own worst enemies. And so hey, Dory, that's something that I have always struggled with. Hey, Sylvia. Okay, I haven't, Sylvia, I haven't talked about yarn yet. I'm just starting one of my new ideas. I was saying that I had three new ideas today. And then I have another new idea that I'm still working on that is a work in progress. I have a few things that I need to just get written up and published, and I've been saying that for a couple of months now, and I just need to get a bug under my butt and do it. So, right now, I'm doing a foundation single crochet row in this brown tweed Premier Just yarn, you know, the kind that comes from the Dollar Tree. So I mean, even when a pattern doesn't call for it, I like to start with a row of single crochet anyway. But these ideas that I have require it. So everybody else, tell me what's going on. What's on your hook? What's in your cup? What's for dinner? Hold on a second, and I will provide the link if anybody wants to come up. Okay, there's the link. Um, and let's see what else is going on. Sorry for the lighting. I still haven't changed the light bulb in the overhead light. Um, Lisa Knits, it's almost dinner time here. Um, I have no idea how many stitches this is, but I don't think it's enough yet. So as I was saying, I'm doing this foundation row of single crochet. It's almost long enough. Oh, hey, Lori. Um, yeah, a row of foundation single crochet. Foundation rows, foundation stitches, they take practice to do them consistently. Otherwise, when I do it, they look really goofy. So, and the yarn that I'm using came from Dollar Tree. It's some of the Premier Just yarn in a brown tweed kind of color. Um, well, I have some iced tea and I have another glass with some soda in it. So, okay, let me see if I've done enough now. Okay, I think that's probably enough. Eating McDonald's. Yeah, I always regret it when I eat McDonald's. But my constitution is not as strong as it once was, and the food isn't as good as it once was. I have been to foreign countries where they have McDonald's and where they have very much stronger food purity laws than we do here. So the McDonald's is a lot better there. Um, I guess that's all there is to it, really. Oh, thank you, Jeannie, for reminding people about the thumbs. How are we doing for thumbs? Because I'm in StreamYard, I can't see thumbs. Um, oh, thank you, Yarn Barf, for thumbing me. Heh. Hmm. We could do better on the thumbs, but that's okay. Um, we don't get the kind of attendance that some other people do. Well, that's okay too. It is what it is, and I enjoy doing these, and that's really what matters. So anyway, yeah, the lighting doesn't look very good right now. There's a light that's like right behind me. If I turn it on, then it looks even worse. Um, so I haven't yet replaced the light bulb in the overhead light because I was saying, I've said a few times that the stem broke off um, in the socket, and people have advised me how to get it out, but I really hate getting on that ladder. I really do, even though it's only a couple of steps up. I hate ladders. I could never do any kind of occupation. Hey, Gabby. Um, I could never do any kind of occupation where you have to have a tolerance for heights. Cause I mean, 2 steps on a step ladder, and I'm I'm panicking because I have and I don't even have to be on a ladder to fall and break my face. Some of you will remember when I did fall and break my face. Tank, I can't really move the lamp right now. Um, hold on a second. Maybe I can. Let's see. I have to move the table, and I have to move what's on the floor. leftovers from Lion Brand Mandala. I'm going to do something with these. Maybe make a pet blanket or something. Oop. There's another one. And let's see. Here's an adorable Notions bag. So I'll move that over there too. To move the chair a little bit more. No, I can't really move the lamp right now. That doesn't really help, does it? Oh well, anyway. It is what it is. And actually, if I'm up close to the screen like this, the lighting from the screen helps. There you go. Anyway. What about a Rottweiler? Anyway. Okay. Oh, the Notions bag. Is that what you were asking about? It looks like a Yorkie or a Maltese or a Shih Tzu or something. I just loved it and I had to have it. Actually, I like the idea of moving the lamp. I think I will do it, but I have to move the chair a lot more, and then I would have to show you all my bum, and nobody wants to see that. And then, so the lighting is okay now if I'm up close. Dory, thank you so much. You know what happens. Dory, I do poetry readings actually on Sundays. Um, so, and people have made very similar compliments about my reading voice. I haven't read stories. I was thinking about, I had some readings that I was thinking about doing, sort of spiritually natured, but I haven't decided whether to do them. Actually, I emailed the author of the book I want to use to get permission. I don't think he would object, but I also don't think he's seen the email yet. And I don't want to do it without permission. Chili cheese dogs. Oh, that sounds great. Yum, 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 yum. Ah. So my sister is making some sort of a chicken casserole, and I think it's going to be very, very good. Um, so I'm looking forward to that when the time comes. Um, uh-oh. Yeah, spotty internet can be really a pain in various regions. So I'm with you there. Tacos, yum. I love tacos. Mm. I haven't had tacos in a couple of weeks, actually. Actually, it's been a very long time since I've had authentic tacos. Every now and then I will, I mean, I hate to admit it, but every now and then I'll go to Taco Bell. And, you can get 3 tacos for, well, you used to be able to get 3 for $1. They don't do that anymore. But let me get my scissors. Um, but yeah, every now and then I go to Taco Bell, and to me, Taco Bell is to Mexican food what McDonald's is to a fine steakhouse. So, I mean, it's not horrible. It doesn't make me sick. And I probably have more trust in what's in Taco Bell food than what's in McDonald's food. I'll tell you that. Uh, ooh, down in arm. Is there a story that I haven't heard yet? Ooh, Mad Mex. That sounds fun. We have several Mexican restaurants here in town. Um, don't believe we have taco trucks. We have several Mexican restaurants here in town. The one I've been to the most often, it's not all that good. So I want to try some others. Ooh, that sounds good, Maribel. No taco trucks that I know of in Wilmington, North Carolina, but I don't know everything. And actually, Wilmington has become a very international city. So I'm going to pull my other color. There we go. Wilmington has become a very international city, so there might be stuff that I just don't know yet. That's exactly what I call it, Tank. Now, when I lived in Dallas, of course, I only lived there for a brief time, but of course, it was easy to find really good Mexican food there. Red Rooster? I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't tried the bowls from Taco Bell. Um, let's see. I don't do much fast food, really. Oh, hey, Michelle's Mosaics. Um, sometimes I just get in the mood for baked potato from Wendy's, or maybe some of their chili, if I don't have any chili in the freezer. Sometimes I want a burger, but I'm certainly not going to a fast food place for it. So, oh, hey, Divergent. Ceviche. Ooh, from a taco truck? Wow. Yeah, I mean, there was one taco stand that had outdoor seating uh, at um, uh, at the restaurant, nothing indoors. But it was close to where I worked briefly, so I would go there and pick up a few tacos, and they were cheap for lunch, and it was good. But yeah, I haven't done that in except for Taco Bell. I haven't done that in a while. Um, um, yeah, Divergent. I think that most fast food places and most retail places exploit the workers. But anyway, a Wendy's Frosty in the freezer. That sounds good. Don't eat sweets like I used to, though. Hey, Pam, stay as long as you can, or as long as you like. It's totally up to you. And hey, VJ, if I didn't say hi, um, sorry I missed you. It's hard to keep up when I'm trying to do the chat and to I've something I'm working on in my hands, and you know how that goes. Oh, hey, Nana Michelle. Okay, I'm going to. I have to put the cursor in the right place to do that. Going to put the link up again if anybody wants to join me. So, why? Oh, that sounds nice, Lori. There are some good restaurants in town. I mean, since we're right on the coast, there's a lot of seafood to be had. Um, and as I was saying, it has become much more of an international city since when I was a kid, like most cities have, I would imagine. Um, so there are lots of restaurants that I just haven't been to yet that I'd like to try. Oh, hey, Kelly. Oh, that sounds great, Lisa. I should just go and visit those other restaurants that I've been saying I was going to visit, but haven't done yet. Um, actually, yesterday I met Granny Square, Andrea, for lunch. She's my local yarn buddy. Um, we went to a seafood restaurant where I had only been once and liked it and wanted to try again, and I liked it again. It's near where she works, and where she works is very near where I live. Oh, hey, Lulu. Oh, thank you very much for leaving it playing. Okay, where's my other yarn? Well, there's that hook that I thought I had lost. And where's that other yarn? There it is. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Oh, push-up challenge? Go for it. Go you. Oop, there's a salt shaker. There, yeah. When I picked up things off the floor and started moving the chair around. All sorts of debris got dislodged. Ah, there's my other yarn. Okay. So I'm doing something that is bitonal, if you will. So I'm going back and forth between two different complementary colors of yarn. I just need one more thumb, Granny. Is that what you're saying? Well, help a feller out, people. Okay. So, yeah, yeah, pretty much. Anonymous show. Mm. There was a Mexican grocery very near where I lived in Dallas. They had they had pretty good meats at less than supermarket prices. Birds are all locked up. That's good to know. Okay, Lisa, I'm glad you were here. Have a good night. Anyway, let me post the link again. So, I think I was saying earlier that I think my seasonal whatever happens every February is over because I had 3 new ideas today, just today. And then YouTube keeps, whether it's YouTube or some other reason, I keep seeing these motivational videos that that I watch and listen to and try to take in. A lot of that is just learning how to retrain my mind, and I've got a long, long, long time with all the negative thought patterns that I've dealt with over the years. Even though from time to time, that's great, Laurie. Um, yeah, even though over time I've done work on all of those negative thought patterns and had varying levels of success, but then it's so easy to fall back into them. I can't be the only one who does that. Yeah, I knew that hook that suddenly turned up was probably under the chair somewhere. Um, but I just didn't go digging for it. Nana Michelle, I think I have dealt with it better. Last year was probably the worst year I've ever had with the seasonal depression. And I think that I'm dealing with it a lot better now. And I think a large part of that is having, you know, a yarn community. I mean, I had it then, but I have much more of a community now, and the relationships have grown in that time. So I think that is a very large part of it because when I get into a negative headspace, a lot of it is about feeling very much alone. and I don't feel that way. So, yeah. I mean, it still has it I've had a few days. February is always the worst month. Um, but February is only about half over, and I seem to be doing reasonably well. And, I think a lot of it is being creative, a lot of it is having more and deeper relationships, and just having community. Um, I think, of course, there are other factors, I'm sure, but yeah, sometimes, you know, we all have up days and down days, but at the same time, it's better. Okay, Granny D, whenever you're ready, that's fine. If you need me to repost the link when you're ready, let me know. So I have had the pleasure of meeting Granny D in person twice. Divergent, yes, of course we can be deep. Um, were you there? I'm sure you were there a couple of weeks ago when we got very deep indeed. Um, anyway, what was I going to say? So I've had the pleasure of meeting Granny D twice in person, and hope for many, many more times. So anyway, I think I'm going to get excited about this idea that I'm working on, but I'm not going to show it to you until it's finished. Granny D and I had Mexican food the last time, actually. Now that I think about it, it was okay. Exactly, exactly. And actually, a therapist I spent many years working with, when I shared some of those negative self thoughts, he taught me to recognize who said that first, because none of them originated with me. I agree, Granny D. That first Mexican restaurant in Concord, was it? Was great. Much better than the second one. The second one was okay. Ezra was with us that first time, now that I recall. That was lovely. I hope y'all have seen that, although Ezra has not been on YouTube, he did, I think he posted something on Facebook showing that he was doing well. He's no longer in Charlotte. He moved back to Raleigh, I think. Um, but he's doing well. Exactly that negative record. That's exactly what it is. And sometimes your needle gets stuck in the groove. Hey, Hook Hook. Oh dear. Technical problems. I get those too. And sometimes I just feel like crap and I say it's technical problems. Um well, no, I've only done that once or twice. Yeah, actually I've met Ezra twice too. The first time with Actually, when I met Ezra with Granny D was the second time I met him. The first time I met him with Gwenny Square. Hey, Nisi. Pam, I think you sound very lucky. And then, sometimes I think to myself that if I was, struggling, uh, if I was living on the streets, if I was struggling to feed children, then my problems would take a back burner. Oh, that's cute, Anonymous Shell. Your beads are acting like they were raised right. Oh, Divergent, I would love that. I was actually thinking I have some friends in Nashville, several actually, whom I would like to see. Um, that would be a bit of a schlep, so I would have to probably fly. Gosh, it's been ages since I got on a plane. Ooh, it's snowing there? Oh, so many people have had such bad weather. Um, and sometimes I tell people that I miss winter clothes, and they think I'm gloating or something. Huh. I'm not. I do miss winter clothes, but it just doesn't get all that cold here. Yeah, well, Divergent, it takes almost that long to get from one end of North Carolina to the other. It takes a while. 5 inches can be more than enough to give you problems. Yay! There's my mouse.
Hey, sweetheart.
Hey there.
How's my darling?
Well, I don't know about your darling, but I'm doing pretty well.
You my darling.
I know. I'm being silly.
I know you are. I know you are, but what am I?
We're both silly.
Yep. Yep.
So anyway, yeah. Oh gosh, we were talking about a bunch of different stuff.
Talking about the funk. Talking about Ezra. First time I met Ezra, I met her. The second time I met him. And I still mess up my pronouns.
Well, you know what? I
One
think
more
that
whip.
intention is what counts. What you got there?
A hat, a knitted hat.
Cool.
Yeah. I just look around and whips hop out at me.
Me
They're
too.
everywhere.
So, yeah, I'm beginning to start a whip mountain now. I already have a finished object mountain.
Welcome to I knew where my finishes were and also things that people had sent me. My kids seem to think they sacked them up and put them in my van as if I'm going to donate that stuff. Are they kidding?
Oh, look, Kim is here. Hooray!
Hey, Kim. Kim.
I'll drop the link in case
Kim.
I'll drop the link again in case you want to come up.
Kim, I missed this morning because hernia was acting up.
I nearly missed it because I forgot today was Wednesday. Yeah.
No, I didn't. I was going to try to, but I just couldn't stay out of the loo. It was rough. I couldn't get comfortable standing, couldn't get comfortable sitting. Oh, well, enough about that.
I sometimes have that with acid reflux where there's no comfortable position.
Yeah. Thanks, Kim. The only way I'll feel, it comes and goes. Thank God it goes. But once I get it fixed, it'll be fine. But golly gosh, it's taken forever to get we got to have lights. My consultative appointment's not till March 2nd, so I'm hopeful that it'll be very soon after that. So I don't know how much longer this thing can hold out.
Well, let's hope it doesn't get any worse.
Right.
So Kim is in the middle of bathing the kids, so she can't come up right now.
Oh, okay.
Let me guess. One of them wants candy, and they both want attention, right? They probably both want candy, too.
I want candy.
I might have finally figured out how to do Zoom through my browser.
Dana, Wonderlust Dana's been doing some Zooms. I hadn't got in on hers because I've got to get with her and find out the password.
Well, there's a weekly Zoom call with the guys from one of the retreats I went to. There's a weekly Zoom call with good.
Hey, Crystal. I think you got to close your YouTube. We're getting an echo.
Or at least mute it.
Yeah. David was really quick to get me out of the basement.
Well, sometimes I confess, sometimes I don't notice when somebody's in the basement because I'm like enthralled with the conversation.
I know. And sometimes if I have a lot of people, which doesn't normally happen, but sometimes they get down on the sub floor and you can't see
Hmm.
them.
Yeah, or you don't notice. Um, a scroll bar will turn up that
Yeah.
will help. That will show you that there's somebody
Mm-hmm.
a second tier,
Yeah.
but I don't always notice that it's there.
Right. What you up to this day, Crystal, my love?
Well, you know that aggravated hat that I've been fighting with forever now? I
Yeah.
completed it.
Yay.
Yeah. So I actually have a finished object. That's scary.
Let's see. Let's see. Put it on, dear.
I like that.
I do
Thank
too.
you. And it's
Can you
a
model
messy
it?
bun or ponytail.
I did a hat.
Can you model it?
I think
Oh,
I
you
did it
want me to model
yesterday.
it? Oh boy.
Yeah.
Putting the pressure on now.
Yeah. Oh, how cute. See, I
And
have
here's
to
a
see
little
it
bit of both.
on first. And I'm so glad you got your hat where it covers your ears.
Yeah.
Drives me
It's all
crazy when
over my
people
hat.
have hats and their ears hang out. I'm like, what is the point of the hat? It's to
Oh, hey,
keep your
Daniel.
ears warm. Hey, Daniel, and maybe Ash.
I saw your video earlier, Daniel.
I think I put when they go, maybe I didn't. So I think they go live every other week.
Well, this was sort of a spontaneous video for them. So,
When I got there last time, they were ending. I think we raided. I know we did. I can't remember where we were. But yes, Crystal, I love that. Did you make that up or is that a pattern?
I made it up. I got frustrated. I had a couple different patterns that I had tried out, and none of them seemed to be working out. And now, whether it was the creator, me, or the pattern, I won't pass judgment. You know what I'm saying? But finding a messy bun pattern seemed where last year it was very easy to find them. They were everywhere. This year it was kind of harder to see. Hello, Michelle.
Hi, here's your poncho granny.
Hey, darling, what a good idea to use a bigger hook.
No, it's a smaller hook.
Oh, I meant
for the
that.
beads, right?
I
beads.
meant that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean opposite of what I say most all the time.
I know.
Beads. Oops.
They're calling for possibly 3 to 6 inches of snow tomorrow here.
Oops.
No.
Do that right?
No.
It's supposed to be
Mine almost all melted.
72-ish
I don't
here
want it to come
tomorrow.
back.
That's ours just melted today.
Well, we still have some out there, but if it's going to snow more, then all
They're
the
talking
melting
about-
that's happened is no good.
Yeah, they're talking about like I don't know. I got a warning on my phone in the weather area, and it was talking about up to 1/10 of an inch of ice, if not more, tomorrow morning,
Ooh.
and then 3 to 8 inches of snow. But
I'm over it.
I used
Hey,
to.
Wynette.
yeah,
Wynette's here.
Sometimes I saw that when I lived in New York, and I would fall and break my boodle on the way from
Boodle.
my where I lived to the subway.
I mean, I don't know. In Chicago, I'm more worried in the wintertime whenever I go, is not to have anything from any of the taller buildings come down and hit me and kill me.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah, that would be
I try
rather inconvenient, wouldn't it?
it would. I wouldn't get much accomplished that day. But
Mm-mm.
you know.
Although I think it's probably more likely to happen in New York because the so many of the buildings are hundreds and hundreds of years old.
Oh mercy.
I mean,
Mm.
I can. It seems
Tummy,
like at
tummy
least.
ache. I gotta
Uh-oh.
Oh,
go take something. I hope to be back.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just stop the cam for right now, if it will.
Okay.
I'll go take
Okay.
some.
Yeah, when I was in New York, it seems like it might have happened, once a year on average that one of those ancient tenement buildings would collapse.
oh my.
Um, so they should have been condemned long before, but then I don't think they have the kind of inspection laws on old buildings, or maybe there just isn't the compliance. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
That'd be good to actually know. Like
Well,
if it deemed something historical.
mm-hmm. And I used to love to walk around the village where which was one of the very oldest neighborhoods in Manhattan. And yeah, some of those buildings, I don't know that I would trust.
Scary thought.
Mm. I mean, people die when those things collapse. I mean, even if they're, well, 3 or 4 stories, but people die.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't think that people actually grasp that idea of when something like that happens right away. Like the average person on their daily walk to lunch or whatever, I don't think that runs through their brain that, possibly people were inside that weren't at work somewhere. If it was, in a home area,
Well,
or even if it's
nowadays,
in a building that's
yeah,
been.
if it's a very old building, there might be people, particularly like retirees who have been there since the dawn of time because they have like miraculously low rent stabilized monthly rates. Or more and more people are working from home nowadays too. But then again, you still hear in more modern neighborhoods where there are these construction accidents or windows just popping out of buildings when there are high winds, that sort of
Yeah.
thing. So I live in a 1-story house and I'm fine with that.
I would be too.
Yeah, if we ever buy a home again, it definitely will be a ranch. We've already discussed that. A ranch with a basement because he has a business and I have a yarn habit.
I don't do stairs like I once did. So I would only live, if it's a condo, there would have to be either an elevator or it would have to be on the first floor. Or if it's a house, it would have to be one level.
We have an elevator in our building here, and it's only a 3-story building. And I don't have any real wood by me. So I'll just knock on my head. The elevator was out for about a month and they couldn't get this part in. It was just one part on a board that they needed and they couldn't get it in. So I pray and I hope, knock on wood, that that situation does not happen again because we had to call the fire department to come and help
People get
out
in and out. Yeah.
for doctor's appointments and stuff. And and once people found out it was free, as long as they weren't getting taken to the hospital or somewhere, that it's sorry, that it's free and it's a service that they do for the community. And they expressed and said that's why we're here. You shouldn't feel bad calling us or asking us to do that. That's part of why you pay taxes. And I was like, well, I'm not really a taxpayer. They always love that one. I cracked myself up on that one.
Something just occurred to me. Do you see the thing behind me with the logo, the Bearded Yarn Dudes logo? Is Daniel still here? He created that logo for me.
Daniel did? From
Daniel
Paul
created, he created the logo, and Brenda the Newbie Crocheter and her husband have a side business creating these plaques.
Oh.
So he made that, and also my subscribe sign over there.
Oh. Man.
So anyway, if Daniel is still here, thank you again.
He was here a few minutes ago.
He was, but people pop in and out. I pop in and out myself with other people's lives. No hard feelings. Certainly not on my side.
Right.
All right.
Oh, I didn't know Sunita was going live tonight.
I didn't either.
Tank said that she had fun listening and she promised Sunita to be at her live tonight.
Oh, so is she starting up now?
I think so.
Okay. Well, if anybody wants to go over there, that's fine. Just tell her that I said hi. But I'll probably be on another half hour. But because by that time, I think dinner will be ready.
What's for dinner?
Because we have our priorities. Sorry, what was that?
What's for dinner?
My sister is making a chicken casserole. I think it's going to be rather creamy. It might have a crispy topping. She likes to put crushed. Sorry?
Can't go wrong with that.
Exactly. She likes to put crushed potato chips on things.
Yum.
So, exactly. So, and she cooked up a couple of chicken breasts earlier. Bye, Gracie. She cooked up a couple of chicken breasts earlier, and so I think she's assembling it now. It won't take long to cook because all the components are already cooked.
Yeah. It's just time for them to meld together in the oven and get all nice and ooey and gooey and creamy.
I love the ooey gooey creamy casserole stuff.
That sounds fun.
I also like ooey gooey creamy mac and cheese.
Yum.
I've only tried to make homemade mac and cheese once. It didn't turn out right, but I know what I did wrong. So I'll try it again because I was making it up as I went along. I just made like a bechamel sauce. Okay, Dory is cooking chicken also. Yum. We love chicken around here. I like to, you can get like an 8 pack of chicken thighs for less than $10. I like to cook those up and make a soup out of them.
You get your
Um,
fat for the broth and for all the flavor
mhm.
from an inexpensive cut of meat because they're not overcharging for it.
And I like to simmer a soup for a long, long time. People sometimes think I simmer it too long, but the longer you simmer it, the better it tastes. And
Well,
sometimes it
that's why the
reduces.
next day things taste better because everything's sat together.
Yeah.
I have done it in such a way that you can do it over 2 days.
Yeah, that's some good stuff though.
Yep.
Sometimes
Mhm.
certain dishes, if the longer you have those ingredients together, the better flavor it brings out in everything.
That's
You
how I
know,
like to make chili too, is just to let it simmer for a long, long time. Because to me, very often chili will, like in the first hour or so, taste a little bit too acidic, but it really gets mellow over a few hours.
now what kind of chili do you make? Is it like an all bean kind of chili, or do you have meat or tomatoes chunks in it?
I have ground beef and canned tomatoes and canned beans, and I put all of that starchy goodness from the canned beans in there. And I like to have some leftover coffee, and if I don't have leftover coffee, I'll make some coffee to put in it.
Okay.
Me too.
Um, and I'll add, among the other seasonings, I'll add a little bit of cinnamon.
I add some cocoa too.
Do you know, I've been wanting to try that, I just haven't. But I love to cook, and I certainly love to eat. Um, but the freezer is pretty full already, so I should probably wait till the next time I cook something. Um, no,
Your base of chili sounds delicious.
I like to also toast the seasonings at the very beginning, um, when I'm sautéing my onions, because that deepens the flavor too. Some people add beer to their chili.
I do.
I I haven't, but I would try it. I just usually don't have beer around because I don't like beer as a drink. Um, but
Get down.
yep.
Okay.
So, and I I love to cook. I grew up at my mother's elbow, just watching her all the time. My sister prefers baking over cooking, and I prefer cooking over baking.
When the kids were little, I baked a lot, but now I don't.
I don't like sweets like I used to.
I never did. Every now and then I'll crave something, but it's not worth all the make a big thing of sweets and then it's just me here.
Yeah. What are
Yeah.
you going to do with all that?
Right.
How friendly are you with your neighbors? There you go.
Mm.
That's the true answer right there.
Well, cookies and brownies do freeze.
Oh, yeah.
My freezer's packed.
Yeah, so is ours. So, well,
Oh, I don't want to play. I'm trying to get
Oh.
you to quit getting my stuff.
so I grabbed some hamburger out of the freezer to let it thaw in the fridge and figure out something to do with it tomorrow. I haven't decided what to do yet. Oh,
Well, if Olivia was here, she'd tell you meatloaf. It's one of her favorites.
I love meatloaf. I haven't made it in a long time.
But I make it with plant-based ground beef, and you can't tell the difference. I mean, honestly, between, once it has all the seasonings and stuff. Will you quit messing with my stuff, Kat? That's mine. You don't need a crochet hook. You don't need that. Want to tell everybody hi? Tell everybody hi.
Oh, that's that blanket you were working on before, that colorful one.
The happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bod pattern, the vintage ripple.
Hmm.
That was fun to make.
I've done those ripple blankets before. Or I would call them a zigzag pattern or something like that. Right now, when I was between projects of my own, I picked up some mandala, which I have all over the house.
Oh, me too.
And started doing Krista from the Secret Yarneries, her drunken granny
Yeah,
stitch.
I've made that.
Yeah, I've made it before too,
Yeah.
and it's so easy, and
Oh, I love it.
can go pretty fast too.
That and her candles and cakes one. I made that one too.
I don't think I've done that one.
It was fun.
The hat is certifiably it's warm.
Oh,
Even though there's holes and pretty decorative, it is warm. That's one thing.
Well, that's good to know.
I'll say it's warm because boy, oh boy, I got warm in here and I was like, oh my gosh, what's
Now,
wrong? Oh yeah,
you-
you still have that hat on your head.
Did you say that was your own design?
Yeah, I just made it up as I went along. Once.
Cool.
That's what I usually do with hats. Do you know, I made one yesterday, and I showed it when I went live yesterday, and people were asking me to write it up and do a tutorial. And right now it's in my blue hat box, so I have to retrieve it and do that. Except I'll do it with a brighter colored yarn for the sake of the tutorial. I recorded a tutorial doing cables. I recorded 2 parts of a tutorial doing cables. I was able to upload the first part and publish it. And the second part, I have not been able to get it from my phone, which I use for recording tutorials and some other things, to my computer, because I have to get it to my computer to edit it and then to upload it to YouTube. It's annoying. I'll probably have to do it again.
Did something just go wonky between the phone communicating to the laptop or the computer?
Yeah. Because I think what usually works is I have to upload it directly to iCloud from my phone. And then I have to download it onto my computer from iCloud. And then I do the editing and then I upload it to YouTube.
Darn it. Okay. I just asked because I had a problem the other day with mine, but mine was just the computer had updated overnight and it had kicked us out of everything we were signed in.
Oh no.
And
that sometimes happens, yeah.
And we use Dropbox, and I don't know a lot about Dropbox. Josh does. But normally I just record my video on my telephone, and then, I send it over to Dropbox, and Dropbox, then it's on there, and it's on the laptop, and I can grab it from there and do the little bit of editing that I do, because I really don't edit much of anything.
Michelle suggests I email it to myself. Actually, it's too large to email. I think there might be something wrong with the video itself, because I email it as an iCloud link to myself. And then I can click the link on my computer, and usually it works. And this time it didn't. So maybe there's a problem with the file itself. So maybe I'll just have to try again. Do y'all think I should do more tutorials? People are always asking for them.
Well, if they're asking, I would.
That's what I was going to say. I know a lot of people I've seen in the chat ask about your cabled sweaters. It's very popular. People ask you about it a lot.
I'll re-record it then once I get the light bulb fixed, or maybe when it's broad daylight outside. Yeah, I'll try re-recording it. But cables are not hard. If I understand it correctly, they're a lot harder for knitting than for crochet. I don't know knitting.
I don't either.
And I'm fine with that, because there's still a lot to learn with crochet.
Yeah, I don't have any idea.
I hope Granny's feeling okay.
Yeah, I hope
She would, if she were back in the room, she would tell us about knitting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really. I mean, I see people knitting a lot more than I see people crocheting, but it was. I just haven't learned it.
my mom taught me the basics, but it hurts my hands too much now to do it, so I don't bother.
But I watch you fly through Mosaic and all kinds of crazy crochet stuff.
Me or Michelle?
Michelle.
There you are, Granny. I hope you're feeling better.
She didn't fall in.
I can't. No, see, I think I have ulcers too, although when I don't know, I'll have to ask them if they. Sometimes I'll just get the feeling really, I can't describe how, but it's a different from the hernia. But I'll break out in a cold sweat and I almost feel like I'm going to pass out and my stomach just hurts so bad. And then I'll take Pepto and it almost immediately, if it's like it coats.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you're probably not supposed to take that if you've got ulcers, but
I don't know.
I have those attacks every once. How does have the worst time?
I missed what you were saying.
Me, David?
Yeah, I think you were both talking at once.
No, I was going to tell Granny D. I think most of the time they suggest Tums for people that may have ulcers. That's the main suggestion. I only worked at a family practice, so
yeah,
we had a lot of everything, so I can't.
But I'll, take the liquid, and it just like almost. That's what makes me think that it's ulcers, cause I in my mind can just visualize that coat in my stomach and making that
feel a little bit
almost
better.
instantly. Sometimes it was a little worse this time because I felt it coming on earlier and didn't do anything about it. And then, anyway, I'm back.
I have acid reflux, and
That's
the
terrible.
last time I was supposed to have an upper GI thingy, I couldn't because the insurance wouldn't pay for it. Because I just wanted to do a maintenance thing to see if like the ulcers in my esophagus had were still healed. But I need to. I have new or different coverage now, so I might try.
Maybe you
again.
can go now. Oh,
But at least I
open
can afford
tray.
to like get in a car accident now,
No,
or get run over by a bus.
no.
Well, I probably can't because the deductible is probably way too high. But
David.
We had never.
Only
put
if it were a
anything-
yarn bus and you just got bumped a little bit.
do you know one time when I was in New York, I saw this guy get hit by a car, and the car was moving very, very slowly, but the guy was like oblivious, didn't know the car was coming, and the guy driving the car was probably looking at the side of this road or something, but it was moving so slowly. But I was amazed at the force with which it knocked the guy down,
Wow.
and his glasses went flying. He was okay, but still, that was
Going as
scary.
slow as he was, yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
You can
this
only
was
imagine if there was some speed behind it, how it would be. Ugh.
Oh, it would have been awful, I'm sure.
Yeah, I remember
But-
when I was little, my grandma got hit by a UPS truck
Oh, no.
because she was so short they couldn't see her walking
Oh,
on the
no.
crosswalk.
Did she get hurt bad?
Not really, just a bunch of bumps and bruises. But we thought years later it caused, brain issues.
Really?
Crystal, you okay?
Yeah. I was just thinking in my future
Uh-oh.
to not ever walk behind. I try not to walk behind them anyways, but never walk behind a bus, a UPS, a FedEx, an Amazon, or anybody's
Any kind of a truck, yeah, because they
'Cause
can't see
I'm
you.
4'10", guys. Like I make people that say they're short look tall. So, you know,
Well, by normal standards, I'm medium height, but for my family, I'm tall.
Not to take away from you, David, but
Mhm.
Tank said, and I had an alarm set for this, and I don't know what happened to it. I guess I turned my ringer off.
Oh, yes, Anita is live.
Sunita and Sandrine on Sunita's channel. If you're
Oh,
interested
okay.
in doing a raid.
Well, I was only going to stay on maybe another 5 minutes.
Sure,
So we could
yeah.
call it a day right now. if
No,
it-
I mean
if-
whenever you want to. I just know we usually look for somebody to raid.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, what was I going to say? I don't think I've ever been to one of Sunita's lives. I go in waves. Sometimes I try to go to a lot, and sometimes I just can't.
I don't know that she's done a lot of
I
lives.
don't think she has.
I don't think
They both do. Sunita does what she calls couch chronicles, and she has the big husky dogs that get on her couch with her.
Ooh,
Yeah.
So pretty,
I'll have to look
David.
for
You would love
those.
that, yeah. And Sandrine does what she calls the bed chronicles. And they're best, I think, good buddies. They talk to each other every day. So
Does somebody with a blue dress have Sunita's link?
I can maybe, can I do it? I don't even have a place to put, well, I could do it from my phone.
Anyway.
Let's see.
On and on. Okay, Maribel's granddaughter just got there. That sounds like fun. Well, depending upon the granddaughter. But I think she was saying earlier she was excited about seeing her this evening. So I think it's a good thing.
That's good.
Mm. So as soon as we get Sunita's link up, let's just call her the day. And
Somebody might get it before I do.
They call it the Couch and Bed Chronicles Unite.
Go, there you go.
Aw.
Mm.
Good.
Crystal, are you blue?
No, I'm
Michelle,
not.
are
I
you
don't
blue?
Have it now.
No,
I just
I'm
have
not
to
blue.
paste it in.
Oh, I need to moderatify you.
Moderatify.
Mm.
I'm just going to put Sunita. Well, I know. And this is actually to the live. Just to take us straight to the live and not
Oh,
her
cool.
channel.
Oh, okay, cool.
Did you go, Granny?
Yep. That takes us there. I'll take you there.
Mm, mm, mm. Okay, yeah. Granny just posted the link.
Mhm.
So there we go. Thank you so much, Granny.
You're welcome so much.
So let's call it a day.
Bearded Yarn Dude Raid.
Yeah.
Yay. Yay.
And I will be over at some point.
Thank you, David. I enjoyed hanging out. Sorry I had to cut out a little bit.
Hey, that's understandable.
Well,
Thank you for having me up.
Well, thank you, everybody who's been up. It's been
And then
lovely.
my poncho is looking gorgeous.
Mm.
Hey, and I will get you, if somebody claims this, I'll get you another one.
Oh, I was just kidding, you silly.
No, you ain't. And I owe you anyway. Well, I don't owe you, but I want to do something nice for you. But so
I'll
nice
be mailing
today.
out your tea on Saturday when I go to the post office.
Okay, no hurry, sweets.
Yeah, just want to let you know because by the time I get off work, the post office is almost closing and it's a pain during the week. So I just mail out all my stuff on Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, my darling.
No problem.
Good to see you, Crystal. Love you, David.
Yeah, I will.
Love
Bye-bye,
y'all, love you.
everybody. And, you
Love
know,
you in the
thank you
chat.
all and everybody who's in the chat and everybody who watches later and, you know, all the standard, like, comment, subscribe, share, that stuff. And keep coming back. Bye-bye. Oh, she's making a heart. Thank you.
Of course.
Lovely. Okay. Bye.
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 Don't forget the thumbs.